Maxwell found guilty on multiple charges of sex trafficking. The pawn has gotten captured, convicted. So we can say she is a sex offender, a pedophile, a rapist. Can we say that? Or am I going to get canceled again on YouTube? Let's read the article. After nearly 4 weeks, the jury in the sex abuse trial of Ghislaine Maxwell determined she is guilty of all charges but one. The verdict came on the 6th day of deliberation. Maxwell was found guilty on 5 of 6 charges against her. I'm going to read them off. Count 1, guilty conspiracy to entice minors to engage in illegal sex acts. Count 2, not guilty, enticement of a minor to travel to engage in illegal sex acts. Let me pause right there. There's a reason why she's not guilty for this. This one. The British throne across the pond will not allow Prince Andrews, if I'm not mistaken, Prince Andrews to be found guilty in American court. That is not going to be, that's not on the fucking table. If you guys thought that she was going to lay out the names of everyone's going down, this is Babylon's over, yada, 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 you're fucking crazy. You're fucking nuts. This woman is going to get the same treatment Jeffrey Epstein got. Now, a lot of you non-conspiracy theorists out there say, well, he committed suicide. If that's the story you want to roll with, fine. That's not the story I'm rolling with. I'll get to that in a second. Just know, the traveling of a minor to commit sex acts was not on the table from the fucking jump. No one else is going down for this. She is. She's the face of this. Count 3, guilty conspiracy to transport minors with intent to engage in criminal sex activities. Count 4, transportation of a minor with intent to engage in criminal sex activities. Count 5, sex trafficking conspiracy. Count 6, sex trafficking of children by force, fraud, or coercion. Did I say that right? Coercion. The 59-year-old pled not guilty to all charges. She could be sentenced up to 65 years in the big house. She won't last a year. Ghislaine Maxwell is an elite. Google her if you have not already. If you have not already, you just don't give a fuck at this point in time. She sat on the fucking throne over there in Britain, didn't she? Her and Jeffrey Epstein. That never happens. Ever. They sat on the fucking throne. They're connected with the elites of this fucking world. No one else is going down. She's not even going down. I'm getting to it. You think that this broad who has connections with everyone, you think this broad is really going to serve 65 fucking years in prison? You think this broad whose father was probably the top 0.10% of the world in wealth and influence, you think she's going to serve 65 fucking years in prison? You think justice has been served? Wishful thinking. Me, I'm not going to say that. I know what's about to happen. Let's finish the article and I'll get to it. I'm going to get to it. Once called the most hunted woman in the world following Jeffrey Epstein's 2019 death in jail, Ghislaine Maxwell has spent the last year and a half in jail herself. The jury was seated November 29th when opening statements began in her trial, which was expected to last 6 weeks, but only lasted 4. Done by design. This is a show. The world is a stage, and we are the audience. We're the audience. We're the sheep. We're the audience. We are the fucking people that they have to distract to accomplish something that they don't want us to know. Ghislaine Maxwell, once her sentencing happens, I'll give you two conspiracy theories here. The first one, it's a little light in the ass. But the first one, she's going to go to prison. She's going to get sentenced to 20 to 30 years. She's going to serve 10 years maybe. She's going to get out and you'll never hear from her again, never see her again. That's the light in the ass story. That's the perfect satisfaction for everyone. Even though when she goes to prison, it won't be a prison for her. It won't be. What I think's going to happen, she's going to get sentenced to fucking 30 years, 60 years in prison to satisfy the goddamn sheep out there who want to see her fry. She's going to get sentenced to big time, big football numbers, and then she's going to commit suicide. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. But this is where it differs from me and the masses who believe this conspiracy of Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Jeffrey Epstein ain't dead. He ain't dead. Just, what was it today? The two guards that were watching Jeffrey Epstein case just thrown out. They're not going to serve a day in prison. The two guards who fell asleep while he committed suicide are not going to prison. These elites are powerful fucking people. I can't get mad at them for that. I can't. This thing's a matrix, and they run it. They run the matrix. This shit's all done by design. I'm going to be honest with you. This woman didn't have to turn herself in. She could have been on the lam just like Afeni Shakur for years. Years. But instead, she turns herself in. Good story. Convicted. Go serve this. And bam. She did the Lord's work. Committed suicide. No. No. That's not how the story ends. Jeffrey Epstein said that he will take care of her for the rest of her life. He meant that shit. All those files of all those names and all those videos of the people at Epstein Island, nobody charged, nothing disclosed to the public, nothing's going to happen. This is it. This is it. This is the last episode of Power when Ghost finally shows his face again. This is it. This is it. Jeffrey Epstein is alive and well. I don't even think he's in America. I'm going to be honest with you. He would be recognized too fast. He'd be recognized way too fast. I don't think he's anywhere in North America. Jeffrey Epstein was a billionaire. I think Jeffrey Epstein is overseas in the UK, being protected by the throne. The throne in which him and Ghislaine sat on when no one else has sat on that wasn't of royal bloodline. That's what I think's happening. Ghislaine's gonna go to her daddy, to her sugar daddy, the man she loves, the man she committed sex crimes for, perverted sex crimes. She's going back home. And there ain't a goddamn thing none of us can do about it. That's the facts.